Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Ken Style Live show with the Zoom homies. I would have been here 3 minutes ago, but I'm not going to mention any names. South of the Mississippi. I'm not mentioning any names. We've got.
Can.
Oh, John. I'm still over in OBS tinkering around, but I know that is John Williams. We've got Bill. We've got Greg. We've got Alex Cheek, and we've got Jeff Ryman. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Why can't I find the show?
I
There it
didn't know
is.
you were doing a stream because you said I may not do a stream.
Okay, number one, do you not get just go to the waiting room? Do you not see notifications? Just oh my gosh. I'm gonna make a
No, I
co-host and I'm gonna
don't.
give the co-host permission to kick you out into the waiting room. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna start the show off by thanking Tony Wallow for being first and gifting 5 more memberships tonight. One of those went to Steve McCure, who is here quite often. So that's good. The other ones went to 1, 2, 3, 4 people. I don't recognize their names. One Fish was second. Greg was third, eating steak
John
with
Williams said
onions.
goodbye, Ken.
That sounds good. I had leftover chili tonight. It was really good too. Um, Mrs. K has a new boyfriend. Did you get a 30-day receipt from the chiropractor? As far as I know, she does not. And no, I did not get her. That's the second time today the word refund has come in my conversation. Now, I just got a non-skippable ad on Firefox. That's interesting. Rick Lakes is in chat. Mike Wojcik's in chat. Keith is in chat. John obviously is in chat apparently. And there we go. So tonight is open chat night. So I am going to hand over chat to you guys. Oh, look, Bill's already prepared. He's got his ears covered. He knows what's coming.
Well, my grandson's team won the tournament this weekend.
Local or out of
Bobby
state?
Warren said goodbye,
Local.
Ken.
Local there in
They-
Vegas?
Yeah, I mean, we had some local teams. I don't know if anybody came from California or not. I was not able to go to it, but I was still had my stomach bothering me a little bit, but I'm better now.
Right. Well, it's good that they won. Now, why is that?
Well, they didn't do it
존
so
윌리엄즈
well the
said
first
hello 그레카이.
two times they were out, so they're improving a little bit. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, a little bit of rust probably. You never know.
토니 왈로 said
Well,
노말로.
and it just depends on how good the other teams are. One of them, they had a 3-day tournament, and they did have some good teams from out of state. The thing about this level of play for these boys, when teams come from out of state, particularly from California, and they oftentimes gather up the best players from 2 or 3 teams and quote make a team to come to the tournament.
Right. Basic like an all-star
But
team.
these boys, I mean, you got to learn that losing games is part of playing baseball. Pro teams don't win all their games,
No, they
And I
do
keep
not.
reminding my grandson of that when he complains, well, we should have won all of these. No, pro teams only won, if they're really good, 60% or so of their games.
Okay, Long Dog is saying, here we go again to me. I had to go digging to find out you were going live. I scheduled the stream probably about 6:15, 6:30ish tonight. And if you have notifications turned on, you may or may not get notifications. Sometimes I don't get them, and the people I'm scheduled or subscribed to with notifications on. So he had to type in my channel. Check notifications, Long Dog. That would be what I would recommend.
The other thing, Ken, if you see me moving back and forth in the screen a little bit, I'm updating software on my old desktop. I made a major change to something on there, and then as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to run an image backup overnight. So you see me scooting around, fiddling with stuff, but still listening.
No problem. I'm trying there. That's not as quite as good as it was this afternoon. I do have another studio light in here. It looks okay. I don't have them positioned properly yet. Really,
John Williams,
That's just
it is
too big
currently
right there.
68.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 20.3 degrees
I'm ready
Celsius,
for
and
October.
clear in
I'm ready
Madison,
for
Wisconsin.
October 1st. In just
It'll
a
be
couple days,
Tuesday.
because that'll be about a month. That'll be exactly a month out, until I'm supposed to go to camp. If they approve me to go to this weekend camp, and I figure, October 1st. I figure since it's a month out, I figure they're going to give us at least, 2 or 3 weeks worth of time for everybody to get their payments in and everything. So
when is the camp scheduled for?
the camp itself is scheduled for November 1st.
Oh, okay.
So if I should hear something I hope by the first week of, by October 1st, maybe a little bit after that, and then hopefully if I don't, I guess I'll reach out to them to figure out if they're going to allow me in or not. But they keep posting on Facebook and saying, don't forget to register, don't forget to sign up. So they still got spots available.
John Williams said to bed the GB Packers came up short today. Kevin Love looked rusty. Second half he looked good.
If I do go, this will be the first time I've ever stayed that far away from home by myself at all. Because it's about a 4-hour drive. 4.5 hours, give or take, from my house.
So I'm trying to make sense. It says it's worse than that. The opening page, when you go to YouTube, did not. So the way I would check it is I'd go to the notifications bell, click on the bell, and then scroll down until you see my name, and then click on it and see if that would take you in instead of researching it the other way. And it probably wouldn't hurt to turn notifications off and turn them back on. I don't know. I've had some issues in the past with them as well.
Ran Israel said, just cough. You're in friendly territory.
Why?
Yeah, I know, but not with new people. New people come and watch the shows. People get irritated with that. I get irritated.
Putting it together.
Hearing somebody.
I still got to get with Sam, and I don't think Sam is in Zoom, is he?
And it's just not good for him.
No, he's not. I got to figure out a way
John
to make
Williams
the black
said
box
Mrs.
go
K.
away. Mrs. K's at work. She's probably attempting to get off at 6 instead of 6:30 tomorrow, so that I can get home and get about 3.5 hours of sleep before I go try to play golf. Unless it's raining. I'm really hoping that it's raining. So, anyway, it's open chat. You guys, the floor is open to you.
Cut my grass today.
I'll have to cut ours once it dries out. Right? There's no way to get around it now. So they had rain predicted for this evening. It's no longer being predicted. We're going to drop down to 64 degrees at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 a.m. And tea time, it'll be 70 already. So probably going to be a humid day tomorrow.
We had a really good crowd at church today, but still had potluck and still had way too much food for the amount of people that were there.
How do you say way too much food? You're there. There's probably not enough food. Okay, everybody, I got a plan. Everybody slide to the left or slide to the right. Jeff's off to the left. Ghetto Junior's off to the right. We all slide, we'll all be equal. Of course, Jeff informed us what he was doing.
I'm off to the left. Now I'm off to the right.
Depends on your perspective. For you might have been left. You were right on my screen. Anyone heard from Chris today? No. I don't think I did get any messages from him on Facebook today.
I haven't either.
He was there last night. He joined us last night and brought us. He filled everybody in on what was going on. But I don't think I did see any messages across on Facebook from him. Of course, I've been kind of preoccupied today as well.
John Williams said East Coast still looks like a war zone. I feel bad for all the people affected from Hurricane
all
Helene.
their trucks and their cars or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as long as he doesn't run out of gas and can keep the cars running, he'll be all right. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know how many people have gotten their power back or anything. I haven't seen any updated
토니
injury
왈로 세드롤.
fatality list recently. I was on the computer most of the day. I brought another studio lamp in here, got it set up. That was kind of fun. I'm saying that kind of tongue-in-cheek because it was not fun at all. The problem with these lights are I don't have any way to weigh them down, and if you get their footprint too small, then the box is too big for them to stay upright, and they tend to want to lean over and fall. So we, Mrs. K and I, sat here and adjusted it to where we got it to where as long as it's not hit, that's why I won't move it. The light is actually not even looking at or facing me. It's actually pointing away from me, but there's enough of the light coming from it that you can see there's a difference. So it was a fun time, believe me. And I watched a little bit of football, and I did a little bit of Da Vinci. Cleaned the garage out so my son can park his car in the garage with the
So you were going to say so he could sleep in the garage.
Yeah, I'm going to kick him out of the studio so I can get my studio back and make him sleep in the garage. That's not going to happen. Madison Gas and Electric are sending trucks. Yeah, there's a lot of states that do that. One of my friends that lives in Florida half the year and half the year here in Indiana is organizing supplies, donations, and whatnot to take to Florida. And his house got flooded out as well. So I thought that was a pretty good thing. Yeah, the Colts game was pretty interesting. I watched it. Wintermute joins us in chat. Hello, Wintermute. I didn't get to see most of the last quarter, though. I was having a conversation with my son, so I came back. They won. That's a good thing. Not any big upsets that I could see so far. I know Baltimore is absolutely just tearing Buffalo apart. The commentators said that it's Buffalo's fault. They're just not playing well, but I haven't seen any of the game yet. It's on in the living room, and I can hear it, but I'm not watching it. Baseball season ended today, finally. Playoffs will start this week. No, the Cincinnati Reds did not make it. So anyway, this is your guys' show. What do you guys want to talk about? You hear that? Is that crickets?
Crickets.
I've got a cricket soundbite somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. Nor do I know how to bring it in. Maybe I should put it
토니
as a
왈로
speaker
세드
box.
후커스 오.
I don't care what you talk about. Whatever you got, chat. If chat wants to bring a subject up, and 21-10 now. Okay, well, they must have got possession coming out of the half and scored. Baltimore, nothing against Baltimore, but they may break down. I did see where Indiana is ranked 23rd in the nation. I told you last night they'd be 23rd, 4th, or 5th, and sure enough, they are. They're actually above Illinois, who's been ranked the entire season. They dropped down to 24th, I believe. Kind of glanced at that. And for those of you that may be a 60 Minutes fan and or a Caitlin Clark fan, she's on 60 Minutes. So on the West Coast, you can probably still catch it live and you get to see Caitlin Clark. I didn't watch it. I just saw it advertised.
It was all right.
Again, I hope she doesn't have the sophomore slump that a lot of them go through. And Jeff brought up a good point to the homies. Chris Christopherson passed away yesterday. He was 88 years old. Led quite a life, according to the article that I read.
Yeah, he is.
I didn't realize he was that old. Well, I can see the open chat nights going real good.
Maybe we should make this the silent.
Say it's the silent live stream.
night.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm still piecing that together. I got to figure out exactly how I want to do it because I got to thinking about it. if I put music underneath it, it's no longer silent, is it?
Only for the words.
Well, to me, silent live stream means no music, no audio, no nothing. Just say silent live stream. Silent majority.
Here's a topic. If I wanted to put a computer together for my church in the future, what type of computer would
What's your budget?
Well, that is an important question, but more importantly, or just as important, what does the church need the computer for? What are they going to use it for? We stumped him, Bill. 2 questions and he stumped.
Recording and possibly streaming the preaching at some point. I mean, right now my dad said he doesn't want
to. Okay. Do you not record them now?
Yes.
Okay, so
but right now they're being recorded. Right now they're being recorded just on the phone. We have an SD card on the phone, and we have a wireless microphone that connects to the headphone jack of the phone, and that's how we record them now.
And he said, Alex, I have a suggestion for you in about 5 minutes.
You can go ahead and suggest it now. This is open chat night or open mic or whatever you want to call it.
Okay, he can get for $490 and like 37 cents change. You get everything without graphics cards.
Does it have onboard out?
It's a 12th gen processor.
No, I already have that Nook, Intel Nook that I have at my grandma's house. That's still at my grandma's house at the moment. I have that computer. That's an 8th gen. It comes with an 8th gen and 32 gigs of DDR4, so it's Windows 11 compliant. So I thought I could use that. You could use that for no more than we're going to be.
Well, then you wouldn't have to build one, would you? I mean, if you've got one available that you're not using. I mean, I realize you're distant cousin of Ghetto, so you kind of want to do silly things, but if you have a Nook that'll work, why would you want to build a computer? Wait, before you answer that, we have a question from the audience. Is Alex going to run speed test on it?
Probably.
No, I already know what their connection speed is at church, and it's 50-50.
Have you guys even ran the wiring for the new setup that you were talking about last year?
That would be a no. I'm hoping we get it. I'm hoping we get it hooked up before February of next year, because if we wait till February of next year or after, it'll be a year since it's been ordered. Hoping we get it hooked up in the near, not so distant future.
Well, in 2 days, Tuesday, it's going to be October 1st. That leaves October, November, December for this year. And in January, February, that's only 5 months away, basically. Don't get him started. Yeah, there you go, Tony.
No. The equipment I got, even though it's several months old, it's still Wi-Fi 6, at least gigabit capable. So it'll more than handle any upgrades that they want to do, internet wise or camera wise or whatever in the future.
So will your Nook support everything you're wanting to do?
As far as I know, yes, it will. Because all we're going to be do it is recording with OBS and possibly streaming with OBS. And maybe doing, maybe at some point running like a PowerPoint or something. But we don't even have screens or a TV or anything. That's another project for down the road. That right now the only thing that has been discussed with the church is actually hooking up the Wi-Fi, running all that, possibly getting security cameras, but we haven't discussed getting security cameras anymore yet because we haven't hooked up the Wi-Fi yet.
Okay.
And if they want to get security cameras, then it's a question of, do you want to pay a monthly fee and to like Amazon? You want to have to pay a monthly fee to like say Amazon for a wireless system, or do you want to go to the hassle of running wires for a DVR wired system that would give you local storage as well as cloud storage? Because if you go directly with that like an Amazon camera system, you would be completely dependent on Amazon's stuff, and every time it detects movement or whatever, it'd be uploading clips or whatever, unless you go in there and modify the setting.
Have they had any more issues of vandalism since you guys have discussed getting security cameras?
I don't think so. No, it's not been brought up.
Then they have not put a fence up or anything?
No.
Okay. All right.
I'm just waiting to see what happens with the church wants to do with all that. Every other church and technical director at every other church that I've talked to obviously recommends wired security cameras. But I think with our church congregation population and only having 2 or 3 people to actually do all of the work, I think they're gonna do wireless, which shouldn't be a problem, because with the new wireless setup, the wireless should completely fully cover the both buildings, inside and out, so it shouldn't be an issue.
So are you doing security? Are you doing it for the parking lot? Because what you just said makes it sound like you're not really caring about the parking lot. You're more worried about the inside of the church. Or are you doing both?
Well, the access points I got should cover the parking lot and the inside of the. But if need be, we could always get like an outdoor specific access point for outdoor and stick it out there and cover the parking lot. That's the thing about running a system like we're going to set up over there is if you need to add more access points, you can, as long as you got enough plugs on your switches support it.
Alex, check the link in chat. That's probably the cheapest, simplest build you could ever build.
All right, this 10:27, getting ready to wrap this up. I need to go find a couple things here. I have, well, sort of, kind of. I want to thank Tony Wallow again. My brain's not here. That's why I went to the open chat thing tonight. For the 5 gifted memberships tonight, thank you so much, Tony. I want to thank everyone for being here. John, Jeff, Rick, Mike Wojcik, Keith, John Williams. Bobby Warren said something and then retracted it. I didn't catch what he said. And then he put a couple minutes later that he meant, "Hey, Kent, I meant." So I don't know what he meant. No problem. Long Dog was here having issues with notifications. Don't feel bad. I get them all the time as far as notification issues. I actually get notified for people that I know I've turned off the notifications to still. So it's YouTube is YouTube is YouTube is YouTube. That's about all I can say about that. I also want to thank the Zoom homies, Bill, Greg, Jeff, Alex, and Sam joined us. So that's good. Hey, Sam, I'm going to run an exclamation. Are you watching the stream by chance?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to run an exclamation F, and I want you to look and tell me if there's a way we can make the black boxes behind the Zoom homies go away when it does the vanishing thing. So I'm doing that now.
There might be.
And let's see if it does work or not. It should. Maybe. There it goes. See how that black box is right there briefly? It's brief. It's not there forever. And I don't know if there's a way to make it go away or not. But we can discuss that here shortly when the stream ends. And speaking of the stream ending, as soon as I find OBS, I'm going to end the stream. So go to the end stream with Doug admitting he's not a Zoom tech. Boy, don't we all know that. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. No, I won't see you tomorrow on Doug's. Doug is at noon my time, and I will be playing golf. I will see you guys tomorrow night at 10 o'clock my time. Thank you.